ready. So question is, how do I go from triads to something like... The only thing that I use there is approaches. So today I want to show you how to use them in a proper way to go from simple triads study to something more melodical and more interesting when it comes to soloing or like creating melody or whatever that is. How do we approach approaches actually? So once you can see the notes of the triad, 1 3 5 1 3 5. If you're not familiar with 1 3 5s or different positions of the triads, no worries. I have an entire video here on my channel that I will link in the description, but also free video. My school is like 15-20 minutes free video on triads, how to understand them, how to approach them, how to see them all. So going back to this, once I know the basic structure of a triad, what I can do is start approaching the notes chromatically from half step either up or half step down. What I mean by that is, this is my target note. In this case, this is C, this is my root. I can approach that from half step below or half step above. The next note of my triad, I can do the same thing. Half step below or above. I'm using above and below with a like music meaning to them, meaning if I do BC is from below to above, if I do D flat C is from above, right? My target note. So it's not left and right, it's more like melodically. And then my next note of the triad is a G. Same thing, I can do below or above. So those are all the possibilities chromatically where you can approach the notes of your triad. So what you can start doing is, okay, I have my target notes. I can approach all of them from half step below, or same thing from half step above. When I have that, and I can confidently say I can see my triads and all the approaches, or I can actually try and mix them. So what I mean by that is, how about above, below, and target? So this is my target, I do above, below, and then target. Then same thing. Or the opposite way, I can do below, above, target. When you practice this stuff, it's a little bit like strange sound, right? So obviously when you improvise you don't, or when you solo, you don't use all of them at the same time. But the phrase that I played at the beginning, that was is actually doing a double approach. So I'm going and then from below. So I'm seeing these two notes as an approach from above and then one from below. But this is my target. This is the only thing that I'm seeing. And I'm playing my triad, approaching my root from below, playing my triads, and then approaching my third, root, approaching my 5, approaching my third, and root again. So right, so see that something that looked very complicated at first is actually, when you break it down, not that hard. And it sounds very complicated, but I remember at the beginning when I was transcribing solos, I used to try and give a meaning to all these notes. So like, oh, the guy is using like 9 and then flat 9, major 7, 1, and then here is approaching the third, but then is a sharp 4 going to 5, but then a normal, all kind of stuff. But in reality, like when we improvise and we use these chromatic approaches to things, the only thing that we think about is the target, right? So if my target is this sound, I can go around like this, but the only thing that I'm seeing really is my target note in the middle of it. Is like a red target, and then I just go around it. How do you actually practice this stuff? Take any triad form that you can think of, and for the ones that know me, I divide my triads in left, center, and right. So if I'm practicing A, for example, I have one position to the left, one to the center, and one to the right side. So what do I do? Well, today I'm practicing A major and I'm practicing approaches from below. So these are my target notes. I do. This is my left position. How about my center position? Right position. There we go. And then I can do from above. So target, target, target. Same thing with the center position. I have my 3 notes that I visualize here. Then I can do the right form. And there you go. And when I feel confident about those, I can mix them up like I showed you in the previous part of the video. So I can do right form, can extend. And that's the way I would practice approaches in general. So step 1, I have a very solid understanding of what my triad is, and then I can add stuff. And the extra perk to this type of practice, for me at least, is that it solidifies a lot my understanding of triads themselves. Because when I have a form that I can actually see and I start adding stuff on top of it, it usually breaks. And that's a good thing, because then you can say, okay, the more I practice my approaches, the more my target notes, that are the triads, become solid. So that when I solo, I'm always automatically landing on them. No matter how many chromaticism I play, how many things outside I play, I can easily get back into it. And that's, in my opinion, the secret to those amazing guys that they go outside and then they go in again, is all about that, like seeing the target. So I hope this video was useful. We covered 3 things. One is what is an approach and how to approach the notes of the triads, how to practice those. So using the direction system that I explained a little bit in this video, but I have other videos about it in my channel, how to use the direction system to practice all the possible approaches to triads in different directions. And finally, the phrase that I showed you at the beginning of the video is just one application where I can actually creatively apply the approaches to my triads in order to find different phrasing or different solos, different melodic ideas. So I hope this helped. If you have more questions about approaching notes, approaches, and how to use them, feel free to reach out here, my YouTube channel, or some of you actually already joined my school community. It's a free community, so if you guys want, you can find me there as well. Bye.